Good morning, students. Class 9 Biology, Unit 1, Chapter 3rd, Plant and Animal Tissue. Dear student, we have seen lot of plants, but we never observe them. Like animals, plants do not have a well-developed organ system, but still they function like the animals. But how it is possible? Instead of an organ system, plant possesses a well-developed tissue system. This tissue system performs various functions like conduction of water from the soil to the leaves, response of leaves towards the sunlight, intake of oxygen from the intake of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and various functions are carried by a well-developed tissue system. This tissue system present at the surface of the stem, roots, on the surface of the leaves, stem, and all the various parts of the plant. Dear students, tissue either in animals or in plants a complex chapter, but we can make it easier by following certain strategy. This is classification of entire chapter in 4 different levels. These are classifying different types. First one. Second, study of structures of each and every types. Third, study the location of each and every types. And finally, fourth, function of each type. So let's start the chapter, plant and animal tissue. So what is tissue? Tissue is a group of similar cells that perform a particular function. It's called tissue. Now, plant tissue classified into two major categories. These are meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. So the two types of plant tissues are meristematic and the permanent. Meristematic tissues are the dividing tissue made of actively dividing cells. And see the structure. Meristematic tissues have thin-walled cells. They are isodiametric in shape, means all the cells are more or less similar in shape. Having intercellular spaces means they have spaces in between the cells. So this is all about the structure of the meristematic tissue. Now see the location. As So on the basis of location, meristematic tissues are classified as apical meristem, shoot and root apical meristem, lateral meristem, lateral sides of the plant, and the intercalary meristem, that is the axils of a plant. Now apical meristem. Come to the first type of the meristematic tissue, that is apical meristem. Apical meristem are the meristematic tissue found in the shoot and root apices of a plant. So this is the shoot apices and this is the root apices. Means it is the apex of shoot part, it is the apex of root part. This tissue actively divide to provide length in both the direction, that is, a plant grow upward as well as downwards. So this upward and downward extension of height is carried out by the actively dividing cells by the shoot apical meristem and the root apical meristem. Now the second type, lateral meristem. When a plant extends their height, they also increases their girth, that is the thickness of the plant, and the thickness is carried out by the lateral meristems are the meristematic tissue found in the lateral sides of a plant that provide increase in the girth, diameter or thickness of the stem or branches. Now third one, intercalary meristem. These tissues are found in the axils of a leaf, and due to the repeated division they produce branches in a plant. See how. So this is the shoot part of a plant. It has leaves and the apex part. Here this is known as the axil. This is the axil. So here in axils of a plant, certain meristematic tissues are present known as intercalary meristem. Due to the repeated division of the intercalary meristem, it produces branches, leaves, etc. So here in this location, the particular tissue is called intercalary meristem. That's why a gardener used to cut the apex of each branch or twig to provide a bushy shape to the particular plant for its beauty. Now come to the permanent tissue. When meristematic tissue lose the power of division, if meristematic tissue lose the power of division, there is no meaning to be present in the plant. So when they lose the power of division, they are specialized to perform special function and are called permanent tissue. And on the basis of function, permanent tissues are classified as protective tissue, supporting tissue, and the conductive tissue. Protective, as the name spells, it provides protection to the plant from adverse climatic conditions, germs, etc. They are generally found on the outer surface of a plant. Next, supporting. Again, as the name spells, it provides support to the plant. But this tissue further classified as parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. Third one, conductive. It conducts water and minerals from the soil to the upper parts of the plant, as well as it also translocate food from the leaves to other parts of the plant where they are required. Conductive tissue is a complex tissue and is further classified as xylem and phloem. So, we have studied here the two types of tissue, meristematic tissue and the permanent tissue. Meristematic tissue only provide growth and development on all directions, but here permanent tissue can carry out a special function as we have studied protection, support, conduction. Among all the types, conductive tissue is a complex. Complex means these xylem and phloem are made by four different types of cells. Four different types of cells together constitutes xylem as well as phloem. In the next session, we will study about the protective, supportive different types and the conductive. Okay, all of you.